we don't.
Hello,
I don't
everybody.
really get into that.
And welcome
a lot of
to
brands.
the Naked Famous Denim.
A lot of brands.
Weekly
do that.
Friday
And,
live stream right here on.
I mean,
YouTube,
what are you going to do?
which you guys
You know,
should already know by now because
it's just
you're probably watching this
just
on
dishonest.
YouTube.
You know,
I don't
just
know.
a little dishonest.
That's my opening. That's my opening line today.
anyway.
Hope everybody's had a good week.
Lil Len
Ending their
writes,
week, starting their weekend,
Sunny Woo.
wherever you are in the world.
All right.
Let me know. Let's see how
I don't know
international
who Sunny
we
Woo
can get
is,
this
but,
group
maybe you
today.
are.
I can
Hello.
see a lot of familiar faces
welcome.
here in the chat. We've
Naked
got
and Famous
Rights
actually
W5.
made raw denim shorts.
Hello from
but it was
Birmingham,
for some
UK.
shop years ago in Toronto.
Lance,
But I would love for them
Lance
to
or
produce
Andy,
that
howdy
in a
from
12.5
Victoria,
ounce, 2% stretch blue
BC.
indigo.
Mr. Overlord 14,000, good to see you again.
Actually.
Hello from Normandy.
So we did. We made
Welcome.
raw denim shorts for
Me,
Over the
myself,
Rainbow in Toronto.
Bezad.
But
Risa's going to be joining us in a
any
minute. We're
of
here
our jeans
live
can be
from
made into shorts.
Yokohama, Japan.
just request the inseam. Your inseam
somebody's
doesn't
telling
have to
me
stop at where your
double
inseam is.
audio.
If you want culottes, just cut off,
is that the
15
case?
inches.
Hello,
if you want
I'm
shorts,
on
cut off,
Time today, DC
30
area,
inches.
decibels in the
It's
house.
up to
Is the
you.
audio,
we don't
is
mind.
the audio
We'll-
okay?
we'll
Let me know if there's a problem.
Yeah, those are booty shorts.
Shane
don't judge.
Dillahunty.
You know, whatever your
Hello from Vancouver,
whatever your,
Washington.
Whatever your inseam.
I'm hearing
request
a
is,
weird
we will
audio.
do it. So
Hold on a second,
When
guys.
you're
I
requesting
only
inseam, write down how much
seem to
you
have. What's
want
going on
the
here?
end inseam
I hear
to
double
be,
audio
not how
too.
much you
Hmm.
want to
Wanted to
take
remove.
off.
Okay.
Right. So
One
if you
second. Is that better? Does that sound better? Previous live stream playing. Now we're okay, right? Okay. There we go. You know what? I was watching an old live stream to double check what the resolution was. Because last time there were a couple of complaints about some resolution issues. So anyways, I played around with the settings a little bit. I want to see if this live stream is a little bit better. It seems so far okay. I'm not getting any warnings on the back end of YouTube here. So yeah. Johnny Crumhorn, we caught you watching videos of yourself. Of course, you gotta double check what you said. Sometimes you don't remember what you said, what you showed off. You gotta keep these live streams, new and fresh. If you're not rewatching yourself, you gotta keep repeat. I repeat myself all the time. Who am I kidding? NV saying hello before I get buried in the snow on the East Coast. Well, stay safe out there. If you're out there covered in snow, in the cold, stay warm and be safe. Fossil Jaws, don't copyright strike yourself. I don't think I can do that. You know what? Our channel also isn't monetized. I'd never monetized our channel at all. Mostly because I don't want any ads running before any of our stuff. So I don't bother monetizing anything. Rights W5 sounds a bit quiet. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I need to get a little bit closer to the microphone. Is that better for you guys? Hopefully it is. Let me know. If there are audio issues, let me know and I will try and take care of them. Thank you for the no ads. My pleasure. I saw some YouTube, there was some website that would kind of go over your YouTube analytics and it would tell you how much money you would make over the course of a year. And it was like hundreds of dollars. I'm like, it's not worth it, to run ads to annoy you people for hundreds of dollars. It's just not the way to do it. Brand Mac, hello, hiya from Chabanel, the Chabanel. I'm assuming Montreal in the house. Chabanel, for those of you who don't know, is where the Naked Famous Denim HQ is located. It's the garment district of Montreal. Basically, all of the factories and warehouses and brand HQs are all kind of in the Chabanel area. Venomous Teddy, your audio was fine. Right 75 still quiet here. Ooh, okay. I don't know what to do. My audio, from the looks of my levels, they seem to be okay. I'm not sure what else I can do at this point. Hopefully it's coming through clearly. Vitali, on that Coca-Cola fabric vest idea, I meant maybe more of a waistcoat. Okay. A waistcoat. Interesting. Maybe. I want to add a chore coat. Maybe. We'll see. Right now we have the work shirt and we have the work pant. So yeah. Did the Forever Blue get discontinued? I wouldn't say they were discontinued, rather that they were a seasonal style. So our seasonal styles are basically, we run them for a season. I mean, it's a one and done kind of thing. Most of our pretty much, anytime we have a new release for any given season, it's always a one and done. We make one production, it's done, and then maybe down the road we do another production, or maybe there's like an extra roll of fabric or something that we forgot to use in the warehouse, and then we get to make another batch of them. But I can see us doing another Forever Blue down the line, or even making it like a core type product. But yeah, they're whatever we have left is whatever we have left at the moment. It may not even be anything. I'm not completely sure. Electric Bamboogaloo 2. What other garments are knowingly made in Montreal? Well, there's a lot of winter jacket brands. I don't know about a lot, actually. Canada Goose has a factory around the corner from us. They've got a giant sign on the building that says Canada Goose. So I know they make some, not everything, but I know they have a factory in Toronto. They have a factory in Montreal. Hopefully I'm not giving away insider secrets, but I think the fact that there's a giant sign on the building might show that it's not so much of a secret. What else is made in Montreal? I don't know. Winter jackets. I think that might be it. Jayhawk, do your stores offer repair services? Our Montreal store, if you walk in, we can do some repairs. We don't take mail-ins on repairs, but we will do the walk-in. So yeah. Hey guys, look who it is.
Hello.
A friendly neighborhood Risa has entered the chat. A wild Risa has appeared.
Wild.
Yeah, Pokemon.
Yeah.
You can see that. Okay. Brand Mac, Makaj and Soya and Kyo. Maybe I don't know. But if you say so. Those are other Canadian jacket brands. M Sway, hey Risa. False Draws, hi Risa. Everybody loves Risa. Risa, welcome.
Hello. Thank you.
Yep. All right. Well, we're just opening the chat. Basically, just answering questions coming through right now. Any retailers in Okinawa? Didn't see any listed. Nope. No retailers in Okinawa. We don't. Yeah, we wish, but yeah, maybe we'll open a store in Okinawa one day. The Risa and Bezad denim store.
Live there and run the store.
Yeah, maybe. Shane Delahunty, Canuck down jackets are made in Montreal. Oh right, Canuck. That's right. Oh. You know what? That's a Canadian winter jacket brand that doesn't get enough credit, even from me. Even I forgot that they. You know why? Because they don't. I think Canada Goose has just kind of overwhelmed the Canadian market. Mm-hmm. Right. It's a Montreal old school brand. They've been making in Canada forever. And
yeah, I mean, there's like just off the top of my head.
It has like a bird logo. Yeah.
The only things I know are Canada Goose, Moose Knuckle.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're made in Canada.
Oh.
Yeah. They're a Canadian brand. I don't know if they're made in Canada. I don't want to disparage anybody. I don't want to talk about this so much because if somebody is made in Canada, I say they're not, I don't want to be responsible for it. So there are a bunch of Canadian brands, whether they're made in Canada or not made in Canada, I'm not completely sure. I know what Canada Goose is. I know that Canuck is. That's for sure. Canuck's from Montreal. Yeah.
Good.
All right. if you make winter jackets in Canada and I messed it up, sorry. But yeah, we do have. Well, obviously, we're from Canada. We make good winter jackets. Any news on Nightmare on Elm Street? It will come out in February. I will announce the date soon. We are just finishing up the imagery, all the photos and all that stuff for Nightmare on Elm Street. And once that's ready, we'll make an announcement. We'll have the release dates all set for that. Janet Rossi. as Canadian boys and girls, well, you're not, you're semi-Canadian by virtue of me. You should collab with Letterkenny. There's a lot of, you know what? I've seen clips of Letterkenny. I've actually never watched the show, and I've seen episodes. I haven't watched like through it.
Very Canadian.
Very Canadian. It's very Canadian. It's pretty funny. Like sometimes I'll just watch the clips and it's pretty funny. But yeah, I don't know what that kind of collab would look like. Okay, how long will you be in Japan? We live here, so for a while. We moved out here right before the pandemic, basically. So that was good timing. So our plan was to be here and in Montreal, but that little what was it called? Global, global pandemic. I think if you guys might have heard of it, it basically shut down the world, and it made travel difficult for us. So we've only been able to go back to Canada twice over the last 2 years, where the original intention was to go back every, 3 months or so for a few weeks and spend a couple weeks there, here, there, back and forth, travel all the trade shows. So we'll be back in Canada at some point, maybe in the summer.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We'll see
We'll
how
see.
the world is.
Yeah.
We just don't want to waste time in quarantine and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's difficult right now with travel. Going into Canada is not so hard. Coming into Japan is a little annoying. They put you up and you gotta spend time in like a hotel and like a hotel quarantine, then home quarantine, and then you gotta check in with the government like 3 times a day. Very annoying. Okay. Carla Montoya, live in Japan. No more Canada Gooses, taking Canada Deuces for you. Yeah, there aren't any geese out here, huh?
I'm sure they are.
Are there geese in Japan?
Of course.
Japanese geese? I haven't seen a goose here.
Well, we live in the city.
We live in the city. There's no
Although, there was geese in the city in Canada too.
Yeah, you'd see geese, you'd see them. They're around.
Yeah. It's a little different here.
Little different here.
Yeah.
We get giant crows.
Yeah.
Big, huge crows. Pigeons here and there, but
I see ducks.
Oh yeah, there's ducks.
Parks and stuff.
Okay. Hey everyone, what pants do we all have on today? Asks BD. He's wearing the Okayama Spirit 4.
Yes.
I'm in my solid black selvage, my Indigo Invitational pair. What do you got on today, Risa?
I'm wearing the fit sample of the Arrow. This is actually in left-hand Twill, but this exact model in left-hand Twill would not be released so far, but it's just like a fit sample.
Yeah, maybe one day. The left-hand
one
Twill
day.
it's kind of our universal fabric. It goes everywhere.
Yeah, but we have a few, 3 or 4 the core fabrics lined up for Arrow.
Coming up soon.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got let's see what everyone else out there in the world is wearing. We've got the Electric Bamboo Glue 2 rocking the Toxies, the Toxic Avenger collaboration. Rodrigo Larry Naga rocking MIJ5 today. Mr. Overlord 14,000 Elephant X. We've got Shloomy, Cell, the Cell, Perfect Cell, Dragon Ball Z collaboration. Michael Udall's in the house from Arizona. We've got Alexi, the Fresh Purple Core, Weird Guys. All right. Left-hand Twill in Max Fit, Carla Montoya. Shane Delahunty, Naked Famous Burgess Plus collaboration today. Kentaro, the Tatami Denim. All right. M-Sway, I'm in bed, no Gene Zone. All right. Pedro Cortez, Blue Thunder Salvage. We got Thermo Stretch on Noah Niznik. Johnny Crumhorn, the Comfort Monster, until I'm dragged kicking and screaming back into the office. A lot of people are probably feeling that right now. Wearing my Vegeta jeans from the DBZ collection. That's Gary Rainey Jr. Left-hand Twill for Van Deen. I'm rocking the Japan Heritage Black Michael Udall. We've got a great assortment out here. Joey D rocking the Elephant 8s. Randy O'Brien, the Milk Salvage. We got the Strawberry Milk Salvage coming out this season pretty soon. I'm just going to adjust the exposure here for a second. Oh, that was too much. That seems to be okay. How do we look, guys? The lighting in here is not always perfect, but anyways. No Saints wearing the Batman Bat Breaker Salvage. A lot of the collabo jeans in the house today. Old School Chris. Old School Chris is in the house. He's got the reflectives on. Nice. Old School Chris is our resident raw denim skateboard nut. You know, he every now and then I share his clips. He does crazy tricks on while wearing raw denim jeans. You actually, if you want to see a really incredible example of a faded Japan heritage cap, Old School Chris's hat it's shreds at this point. It looks amazing. It looks pretty incredible. Michael Udall, the rainbow cores look cool, but I'm waiting for you guys to come out with the orange cores. I hope that comes out someday. It'll eventually come out.
We have to cover all the colors.
Yeah, we're going to go through all the colors at some point. Gary Rainey Jr., high vis orange hoodies soon. Yeah, I think in about 3 weeks. I just got an email from the production manager. They're on their way soon. Fossil Jaws, will wearing jeans out in the snow, road salt, ruin the bottom of the legs? It won't ruin them, but they will absorb salt. If they're getting wet and salty. So you'll see like that little, it looks like a mountain kind of pattern forming on the back of your jeans or around your cuffs. I would say that the salt will erode the fabric a little bit. It's acidic. So if you don't care, if you have it cuffed, what'll happen is around the hemline, it'll start to wear the fabric through.
Right. It might like rip it from there.
Yeah.
But I mean,
you can wash the salt out.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you don't mind and you're okay with it, go for it. But
it might look kind of cool.
Yeah. I've definitely had jeans where I've had the big salt stains on the back. You know, back in the day when we used to wear bootcut jeans, the back of the jeans, I don't know why we all wore our jeans like this, but we all just shredded the back of our jeans by walking on the back of them. It was
so long. Everybody had it like
Everybody did it, right? It was normal.
Like it's supposed to be at the bottom of your heel, so you drag them a little.
Yeah. But my jeans, it would end up looking like a monster bit, like a chunk out of the back. And then what I would do is I would put a new piece of fabric on the back. And then that would get a chunk bit out of it. And then I put another piece of fabric on the back. So I would have all these layers on the back.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. And then you could kind of tell, it was like looking at the rings of a tree. Because you could see kind of what season that new patch was put on. And you could have like the salt stains on the back. You would see the salt stains on the back. Pretty neat little, I got to find those jeans. I don't know where they are.
Yeah.
Dirk Diggler, resolution looks a lot better today. All right, well, I'm glad. MIJ9 in black would be really nice. Brand Mac says, you know, we just planned out the new MIJ. I guess we could announce it.
You just literally talked about it for the first time.
Yeah. First time. So, you know, up until I guess a couple of days ago, we were still trying to decide what we wanted to do for the new MIJ, the MIJ 10. It's not the 10th anniversary because we did 7 and 8 kind of at the same time. I don't know what year anniversary the MIJ 10 is, but anyways, it's the 10th MIJ.
Yeah.
But one thing that I think it was the MIJ 2, was it? Which one was the elephant? MIJ 2, I think. I don't remember. Anyways. We're going back as we get into our 15-year anniversary. Like we're getting there right now. We're thinking about what we want to do for this, and one of the ideas I had was to go through our archive and pick out like really key moments in Naked Famous Denim history. Like which are the jeans, which are the fabrics that really, you know, set the world kind of on fire. And one of them for me was the original Okayama Spirit. Like that fabric was so, like it introduced so many people to heavyweight unsandfried slubby that I thought, okay, you know what? Let's give that the MIJ treatment. So that's going to be the new MIJ. MIJ 10 will be the Okayama Spirit 1 original OG. I'm pretty sure it was 16 ounces, 16 or 18. I'll have to double check. 16 ounces, indigo warp white weft, super slubby denim, very textured, and we'll give it the MIJ treatment, so it'll have all the MIJ details. It'll have the tempi treating, so it'll be rinse washed basically. So you don't have to worry about any of the shrink this time. I think it's gonna be a fantastic jean, and a great honor to the Okayama spirit. I think that maybe more and more down the road we'll take iconic Naked and Famous fabrics and give the MIJ treatment.
Yeah.
Just as with the elevated details there. Writes W5, if I'm wearing non-turn-up jeans in the house with slippers, I turn just the rear up so I don't tread on them. Okay. Yeah, I wear my jeans to like my ankles, so that's really not, it's never an issue for me anymore. Vitali writes, quilt jeans made of iconic fabrics. That would be interesting, but super hard to produce a lot of.
Yeah.
Because that's
it's all hand.
It'd be all hand done.
It has to be all hand done.
Yeah.
I mean, you can use sewing machines, but every piece needs to be hand sewn together.
Yeah. It would be
so
expensive.
Yeah.
Have you ever done an elephant style in the MIJ line? Yeah, I think it was the MIJ 2. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
2,
I think it was before my time.
Maybe. I don't remember. We did it once. The 3s, the 5s, there's so many. Right now, there's a lot of fabrics in my brain because we're in spring, summer 22 mode, fall, winter 22 mode, and now we're getting into spring, summer 23, the start of development of spring, summer 23. So we're just passing fall, winter 21. So there's just so much.
I think I do remember actually the heavyweight.
Yeah, I did a video on it.
It was a struggle. But we didn't really necessarily call it like MIJ Elephant. I didn't make that link until now, actually.
Oh, I did. Yeah, it was in the video.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did I not watch the video? I probably shot that video.
And famous denim MIJ elephant. MIJ 4, made in Japan elephant. Yeah. 4 years ago that came out. So there you have it. All right. Yeah, there's too many fabrics. Can't remember them all. Okay. That's funny. Pedro Cortez. MC Dizzle, what's up? Are you watching the game? Having a bud? LOLs. Remember those? The what's up? I don't know. The what's up bud commercials? What's up? You know where I remember that now? Mostly is from The Office. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's just all. It's funny. Anyways, I don't know. Michael and his humor and the age is the same as me. I'm turning to Michael. Okay. Toaster Bath writes, True Guy, Rise, and Leg Opening Dimensions could be a good basis for updated overalls too. I don't have that information in front of me, so you're gonna have to wait until we get the samples and I can get you a size chart. They're still being produced, so I don't have that information to give you. Okay, whenever you do a pink core, I'm in. All right, we'll get to that one. Spring Summer 23 Aloha shirts. Keep the vintage theme going, please. Absolutely. We're going to keep a lot of vintage themes going. I mean, you guys saw the work shirt that we did last week. I'll show it off again just because we got the updated, we got the corrected sample in this week. And we've got a bunch of new new flannels here to show you guys as well. Mm-hmm. What is the colorway name for that bright flannel on the way?
Bright flannel. That red and the work shirt?
Oh, the work shirt.
I don't know what we called it.
It's on Tate and Yoko.
Right.
If you head over to tateandyoko.com, you can actually browse the entire Spring Summer 22 collection. So it'll be there. Let me see if I can pull it up for you real quick. Workshirt. The bright sorry, that's the only one that isn't photographed. But the loose weave vintage flannel red. So there's a couple of samples that we have here in Japan. We're sending them back to Canada so that they can get photographed for the studio from the studio and put up on the website. Mr. Overlord 14,000, I want a Michael Scott denim with the buttons on the wrong side. It's a European fit. That would be funny. That would be really funny. Or no pockets. It's from a brand called Mysterious. You got to watch The Office, guys.
I miss it.
M-Sway, outside of Japan and the U.S., which country has the greatest effect on denim and its history? I would say, look, Japan certainly does. Turkey. I would say Turkey or like Pakistan. Turkey is the largest producer of denim fabric in the world. Like, the mills there's one very big mill there. Their output per month is what Japan does in a year. Like, all of Japan in a year doesn't even match what Turkey does in a month from one mill, their big one.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, chances are if you wear any kind of denim that's not like,
if
like
you
market it as a high-end denim, it's probably
from Turkey.
Yeah.
If not, it's from Pakistan. Yeah. Like those, I would like every mall brand, every mass market brand, everything, unless they say made in Japan or made in USA on that fabric label, on that label for the fabric label, anyways, jeans label, unless they're, well, the jeans might be made somewhere else. Anyways, unless they specify where that fabric is from, odds are it's from Turkey. But that being said, there's a lot of like LA brands, again, like Hollywood kind of commercial brands. They will use often Japanese denim, but they may not mention that. Sometimes I find that to be true. But I would say that if you're shopping at the mall or big box retailer kind of thing like that, it's probably Turkish denim.
If your jeans are like less than a certain dollars amount.
Yeah.
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 Other than that, I don't know. Historically,
I
I
mean,
have no idea. It's
yeah, we're thinking really big picture because even like denim people know that. If you're in the industry, that's something that I guess you would know, that like a lot of denim is made in Turkey. I'm sure most people don't even realize that. And Pakistan, like they make a lot of denim in Pakistan also. But yeah, where else is denim really? I mean, when you say USA, I also think Canada, just because the what Canadians and Americans wear are generally the same thing. Yeah. And then in Europe, I find that the raw denim, especially the raw denim scene, is very heritage based. So it's based off like usually old American style workwear or like military, style. But where else are they gonna have a real big impact on what? That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. In every Europe has its own thing, but I don't know how. I guess now we're on a small scale. Like workwear heritage vibes are very strong in Europe, I find. Germany, the UK, France, like the raw denim guys there. Well, there's two kinds also, because there's the fashion guys, especially in France. They're not always so work-weary. I find that they're usually.
Yeah, I mean France has offer like every kind of people. I think, whereas like in Germany, maybe this is like my limited, understanding, but it is like there's a lot of guys whose like entire life is just heritage.
Yeah,
life.
heritage workwear style. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, now I'm forgetting what the exact question was.
Yeah, I think a historical impact.
Historical impact.
But I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty much U.S. and Japan.
Yeah, U.S. and Japan, and then if you know, then it's in the manufacturing end of things where, like, I would say that Turkey has a big impact on the denim industry, or Pakistan has a big impact on the denim industry because they're able to make you know,
a lot,
very
cheap.
fast, cheap.
Yeah.
So it makes denim more approachable for a lot of people. Yeah. Why are you folks at Naked Famous so awesome? BD writes, because you guys are. You guys are so awesome, so we're so awesome. I don't know. We're just nice people, I guess. We're not we're not afraid to answer your questions and be available.
Yeah, I mean, I have to give you props for like creating this community. I always say that it's just like this community, like this live stream like world is just so nice, and it's just like I don't think it's a coincidence that like nice people come up and hang out and talk to each other.
That's true.
Yeah. It's a good space.
Yeah, everyone here is always so nice to each other, and there's always like little chats happening here, and everyone kind of recognizes other people from the Instagram and kind of the world in general. So we all come here to hang out together on Fridays and talk about our favorite thing, pants. It's a weird, where else are you gonna get this many people to talk about jeans? But I have to say that a lot of this comes from my own like desire to want to talk about jeans, but also sharing information. I think that this is really important, especially coming from how I discovered raw denim. There's just a lot of bad information. As I learned, there was a lot of bad information floating around. There were a lot of misconceptions floating around. There was a lot of people talking about stuff that had no idea. It was just a lot of rumors kind of being spread and a lot of folklore being spread. So it was always interesting to me that like when I came into raw denim, I believed a lot of that stuff, and then with Brandon, we come to Japan, we go to the mills, we ask questions, and I'm just like, oh, that was never true. Like one of the ones that still makes its rounds is like, yeah, Japan imported all the old American machines, and now they make all this denim on these old. I'm like, that never happened. Like maybe at some point one guy imported a machine somewhere,
just
but
to remake it.
Maybe, but they made all their own machines. All of the shuttle looms in Japan are made in Japan.
They're made by Toyota.
Yeah, the people who make your cars. And shuttle looms were made all the way up until the 1980s. So, there are ones that are older than that, for sure. There are ones that are, from the, maybe, I don't know what exact time they started making them.
Probably in the 60s.
60s, 70s.
60s, yeah. But then in the 80s, there was some kind of like a salvage revival in Japan. Yeah. So like that's when a lot of the current running machines are made.
Right. And then right now they're just maintaining those old machines. But yeah, so that was a misconception that I always thought was interesting. And walking into a mill and seeing these shuttle looms going and all the machines say Toyota, and it was just like, whoa, wait, none of this is American stuff. So that was a big misconception that went on for a long time. Never wash your jeans. Never wash your jeans. I was like, okay. Look, do whatever you want. That's fine. But the idea that you should never, or raw denim guys never wash their jeans. Like, some of them don't wash their jeans, but some of them wash their jeans all the time. Like, that's just a...
I wonder if that came from, like, gold diggers. They didn't have laundry.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't... It wasn't a matter of, like, they weren't doing it for the fades. Yeah. They just didn't care. These are rough and tumble guys working in mines who are like, whatever, my jeans are dirty because I work in a mine. What am I worried about them being clean for? They're going to get filthy day in, day out.
Do you think that came from that kind of mentality that you want to be like them?
I don't know. They also didn't bathe probably often because of the the non-availability of baths and showers. So the old prospectors, like, I think if options to them were available, like washing your clothes or taking a bath and all those, they would have done it. But they, 150 years ago, they didn't have those things. So, Carla Montoya, love a man in some filthy, filthy denim. It's a hardworking man. Hardworking ladies too. Doesn't matter. Your jeans are dirty. You've done something. You've done a hard day's work. Venomous Teddy, has Naked Famous ever used denim from American mills? No, all of our fabric is always from Japanese mills. Jay Hawk, how much stretch should I anticipate from a new pair of jeans in the waist? How much shrinkage also? Thanks for the great info. Stretch, 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Shrinkage, not much. Whatever shrinkage you get from a pair of jeans stretches right back out.
Yeah, and it's only going back to where before stretch happened, usually. Right. It wouldn't be, like, smaller than... sometimes it would.
Unsanfrized would, but generally...
I mean, in general, if you wash the raw denim that's never been washed or worn, you would probably have, like, 1%, within 1% shrinkage. It is cotton, so it would shrink a little bit. Especially if the weave is not too tight or something.
Yeah.
But it's minuscule.
It's not enough to affect whether the jeans are going to fit you or not fit you. If 1% shrinkage is that's the borderline, then the jeans are already too small.
Yeah, but if you wear them for a long time and stretch them out already, then after wash it will go back. It will go very close to where you started. So that's why you know, if you don't want to shrink it, you probably should be careful with, like, hot wash or hot dry.
Yeah. Okay, Ray Tattooed Boy in the house. You guys are super awesome. You are super awesome. And anyways, we're going to make an announcement. Ray's in here. We'll save that for a separate announcement. But we've got some interesting leather patches on the way. You'll see. Go check out Ray's art on Instagram, and you may have an idea of what's coming. All right. See, I'm not good at holding surprises.
Not at all.
That was as obvious as it could be. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anytime I have new information, just comes right out of my mouth. I hold nothing back. Pedro Cortez, would Naked and Famous be open to doing a Western style shirt, or is that not the brand style? Definitely open to it. The reason why we haven't done it is because we don't have the machine to do the buttons. Yeah, the actual honest answer is that we don't have the snap button machine, and we could probably get one, but anyways.
That's not going to be our best-selling item either,
yeah.
So...
I like snap button shirts, but yeah,
it's easy.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. That's the only reason why. Speaking of manufacturing, I don't want to alarm anybody or anything like that, but as we're getting into fall winter 22, spring summer 23 production, we own our own factory for Naked and Famous products, but there are some factories that we outsource to, like knitting and shirts. Some of the shirts are made at a different factory, and even buttons and rivets and zippers and all that stuff. Like, we're starting to feel the pinch because we're hearing back from all of our suppliers. Costs are going up, and it's a real. Look, some of the costs are negligible. We're talking like for hardware, it's pennies here and there, but it all adds up over time. Shipping costs are going up. We've got crazy shipping delays right now. You don't even know, you're about to know because I'm going to tell you. If we can get something on a boat right now, if we can, it gets to the port, and then once it's at the port, they're so backed up that, the stuff stays in a container at the port for weeks and weeks. And sometimes, we'll have a delayed delivery date, and then 2 or 3 days before the delivery date, they're like, oh, it's going to be a month late. And so we've got fabric just sitting, waiting in a port for us so that we can, make stuff into jeans. So this is causing some delays with spring, summer 22 delivery. It's causing some delays with core fabric replenishments. So we're hoping that things start to open up sooner than later. But, the way of the world right now, yeah, I don't know. My only concern is that things don't turn back around, right? Like, if a supplier says, okay, well, costs are up because of X, Y, and Z, all these other costs are affecting this to make the cost, more expensive. Okay, I understand, right? I can understand, it's like a gas price. If there's whatever, the gas price goes up, goes down, okay. But my biggest concern is that, like, even at the mill, it's like, well, cotton prices are up. Cotton prices are up because all these other things are affecting the price of cotton. So the fabric becomes more expensive, shipping's more expensive. It all builds in. But sometimes you get to a point where that price goes up and then everything else kind of goes back to normal, but that price doesn't go back down.
It will most likely not.
Yeah.
Because it's affecting everything, and that means...
It's too much.
That means it's, everything from food to clothing to anything that you need in your life. So it's not the same thing as gas prices, because when gas prices goes up, but, it doesn't affect food prices usually. Sure. Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a bit.
Like, just because of transport. But gas prices sometimes goes down. Whereas, like, if everything is up, it cannot come back. It just, our wages are going up too.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Yeah, it's...
I don't think it's going to come down. It's just that the standard of living would have to, or like, it's just like the value of money would go down, I guess,
Yeah. It's, anyways, we're trying to fight off as much price increases as possible. Mm-hmm. We might get hit with a 30% increase on whatever, and we're just like, okay, like we're gonna split the difference and try to, keep everything the way it is. I like the prices the way they are. We just have to sell more. That's it. I mean, if we sell more, then it'll make up for whatever costs that we're, losing here and there. But, yeah, just be aware that there are going to be some adjustments down the road. You don't need to panic buy or anything like that. There's no sense buying 4 pairs of jeans to save $10. You know what I mean? But, that's just the way of the world. That's just one of the things that we're dealing with right now. I just wanted to put it out there and let you guys know what's happening on our end. That said, I wanted to bring it up into another topic, but that said, even if prices go up, our values to Canadian made, our commitment to these types of things, Japanese fabric, aren't going to change, right? Like, we're not looking for, just because we want to maintain a certain price point. We always want to be the highest quality, best price. That's it, right? And that price might increase with time as other things, costs increase. But we're never going to cheat our way out of that. Like, we're never going to turn around with Naked and Famous and say, you know what, we're going to go and make these in some other country now, right? We're not going to use Japanese fabrics anymore. I'm a little annoyed at some of this world that we're in. I'm not going to name names, but sometimes I see it and it's like, oh, you're touting, I'm American made and this and that for years and years and years. And like within our world, American made, Canadian made, like that's the same value. You know what I mean? Make it where you're from. You're a brand that stands up for like local made, this and that. Okay, and then all of a sudden, things start to get tough. And you're like, okay, well, forget all that stuff I used to talk about. I used to talk about, made locally commitment to preserving the craft in my country, right? Mm-hmm. And then, oh, well, that's getting too expensive. So you know what? Out the door with that. But it was like that mentality is what caused this situation in the first place, right? That mentality is what destroyed local production in the first place. And
it's like especially if it's like your core value of the brand, like the reason why people are attracted to the brand in the first place, then you really shouldn't change that.
Yeah.
And we're definitely, like Brandon used to say, like it's like we would rather close the brand, like finish the brand before we move production to China or Bangladesh or whatever.
Absolutely, right? That is, with Naked and Famous, when we saw the factories closing, when they were struggling because I'm going to say it, because brands pulled out of North American production and went elsewhere, shut those factories down, right? And we said, you know what, we're going to build our own factory. And we built our own factory. No, we didn't know how to build a factory. We built it, right? We bought the machines, we acquired all of this equipment, and we figured it out, right? And it's like, when I see, look, you know what, I could care less what other brands do. You know, you want to do what you want to do. But my problem is that they co-opt this idea of local made, proudly made sustainably, and then they're moving their production elsewhere. Like, you know what? Take off that proud symbol, right? You're not proud to be made here anymore. You're ashamed to be made, right? And so you left. So don't ride our coattails of proud to be made. Don't associate with that world, right? We stuck it out and we built a factory, and we, like, it doesn't, if the costs go up at the shirt factory, then we still make the shirts at the shirt factory, because that's just the way it is, right? We're not going to run to some other country and say, hey, we're going to make our shirts here now because it got tough making it where we were, right?
I also want to, like, clarify, that's not to say that making stuff in China is bad.
No.
China has great factories who can do amazing things. It's not necessarily lower quality just because they're made in China or whatever. But the thing about that, yeah, it's that, like, why we exist is to, you know, kind of save the manufacture and the craftsmanship in Canada, or, you know, wherever that, you know, the brand is from. Like, I think that that's a great philosophy, and we don't need to compromise on that, because there's other brands who are making, you know, great things in China and then, you know, being successful, and then I don't disparage that at all, but it's just like, you know, that's a different brand that making different things.
Right. If your heart is made local, then make it local.
Yeah.
Right? That's, and I want to support local, I want to support industry, I want to support the factories, I want to support this craft, then do it. Don't do it, and then when it gets tough, leave, right? You got to figure out your way to keep doing it, or explain to your customers, yeah, my shirt might be more expensive, but you know what? This provides jobs for people in my local economy, my local factories, supporting this, that, and the other thing. And it's like, okay, you don't want to do that anymore, then just then be honest about that, right? Be honest about that. You know, Pedro Cortez here writes, I may be Mexican, but my tuxedo is Canadian. Fantastic. But also, if you're a Mexican denim brand, make in Mexico. There's nothing wrong with that, right? And you can tell your story about your local production. And I'm really down with local production. Local production, small production, buying from people that you know, like, I don't know. This is you can say that this is a, I don't know.
Right. And to add to that, like, this is coming from us who also have a brand called the Unbranded brand,
right,
which we make in China, and you know, like, we don't compromise in quality. They make great quality things, but it's a different brand because we can get that done a lot cheaper than we can in
North America.
But there's certain things that we can't do, like, you know, the lots are bigger, like, we can't do experimental, like, crazy fabrics all the time, like 12 fabrics a season. That's crazy. We can't do that in China. So, you know, it's just like we do have a unbranded brand that is, like, you know, it's a good entry level raw denim brand, but the thing about that brand is not local made. It's not, you know, small production.
The point of Unbranded was to challenge the price point, right? It was to challenge all the other makers out there making jeans in China, making jeans in Asia or wherever, and they're selling their jeans for $99, $150, whatever. They're charging a lot more for what Unbranded charges. And we wanted to say, hey, you know what? We can provide a much better quality product with better quality fabrics, better quality construction, everything at a way better price than what you guys can do it. So it's just a challenge and show people, you know what? There's a lot of dishonesty in pricing out there. That is an incredible price point for what you can put Unbranded brand out. And so, hey, you can buy the mall brand jean for way more money or whatever, but you're not getting the quality of what you can for an Unbranded. So it's a different story. Naked and Famous Denim is all about local production, made in Canada, Japanese fabric. that's what we're always going to be about. You're not going to find a Naked and Famous Denim product made anywhere else, Japan excluded. You know, that's a different story, but within Naked and Famous Denim. But, you know, that's how that's the rationale there, right? But you can't be, you know, I'm a local brand, and then none of your stuff is made locally. I hate this. This also segues me into another thing because, you know, I'm a little bit of rant mode today. Sometimes I see some of this stuff where it's like this whitewashing or greenwashing of, you know, the industry and, you know, companies' sustainability goals, and we only carry brands from sustainable this and that and the other thing. And I'm like looking through their brand list, and I'm like, none of this is like, you know, these are all I'm not going to name the brand, I'm not going to name the store, I'm not going to do any of that. But it was like, okay, we carry all sustainable brands. Okay, got it. Here's the brand we carry. And I'm looking at this brand, and like they're like, we're made in Bangladesh and blah, blah, blah. And we support this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, wait a minute. Bangladesh is where China goes when China's like, oh, it's too expensive to make in China. Like,
well, every time there's like a sewing factory fire or like
or one that crumbles down on their employees, it's always Bangladesh. Like,
and look, things that gets made in Bangladesh, the prices, like, I mean, I don't know, I've never quoted price from Bangladesh factories, but it must be like cents.
It's nothing. Like, it's the workers there make, I remember I did an analysis on it, but it's like something like hundreds of dollars a year. Uh-huh. Like, it's nothing. They make nothing.
They make less than $1 a day or something like that.
It is, you know, it's North Korea and Bangladesh is literally where China goes to when they're like, whoa, China's way too expensive to manufacture in. Like, just for, not to say that China's cheap. China's actually not, well.
China's getting way more expensive, but China has a range.
Yeah.
Like, it has a very high-priced factories and low-priced factories.
So, that gives you some perspective. So I'm reading this brand's like, and we help support the workers there by, you know, supplementing their, you know, annual income by like, you know, 20% or 30%. I'm like, you're literally telling me that you're giving them like $20, like, because nobody realizes how little money these people make, right? And then for you to say, oh, we're a sustainable brand because we give them an extra $20, like, please, you spent more than that on your coffee at your office in a day. Like, it's ridiculous, you know? So that's not to say that these people don't need to work and all these other things. Fine. I don't want to get to the whole debate about that, but, you know, I got an email this week about, you know, a company's sustainability goals and saying that we want to be so-and-so sustainable by whatever year. I'm like, okay, fine. And I went through their list, and it was like, you need to be certified for this, that, and the other thing, blah, 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 blah. And it's all like, basically these certifications for sweatshops. Like, and it maybe not all sweatshops. I'm not going to, you know, I won't disparage everyone. But, you know, one coat of paint on that. But it was all these certifications for like, oh, do you provide, you know, educational courses for reading for your employees? And I'm like, no, because all of my employees can read. I mean, like, all of the stuff they were asking for, I was like, this all my stuff that my company already has. Like, do we provide accessible washrooms? I'm like, yep. Yeah. Breaks? Do they get breaks and holidays? Yeah, a lot of them.
They get way more breaks and holidays than we do.
Yeah, no question. Like, our factory employees have the most holiday time of anybody in our company. They're
actually too much.
Yeah. they're very well taken care of. But it's like, I was like, I don't have certification from this company, right, so I can't therefore say that we have all these sustainable things. And it's like, oh my God, like. Anyways, so it doesn't matter, but it's just how these companies, this is the way they're going to trick people, because people out there They want to hear these terms. They want to know, oh, am I buying this from a nice place? And they're just going to paint, they're just going to put a new coat of paint on, the rust. It's not really going to help anybody. And so this is why, like, we're so open and we're so honest. We show you everything. You know what I mean? And yeah, just because something says something doesn't mean that it is. And there's a lot of it out there. There's so much of it out there, and it's a little scary, because in the same sense you can get that really badly made item, get the sustainability mark, whereas a product that comes out of our factory, because I don't want to pay some company to come in and be like, hey, do your employees know how to read? And do you provide like literally, it was stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, their assumption is that you're not.
Right, that we're not, that the point of where we're starting is not on the up and up. So, difficult, I know, but it's hard for the consumer to know, because the consumer doesn't know, right? So,
even just like the thing about, like, like other brand would market what we're doing, like with every single item as like, oh, we're not using as much water, and like we're so green and all that, and it's just like that's like
we're not using any water, so our jeans aren't washed, and our customers they wash your jeans every now and then, but like over the lifetime of a Naked and Famous Denim jean, it will be washed way less than anything else. So they don't consider the lifetime of a product. Also, our jeans are built to last, to wear for a long time. So that counts.
Okay.
Anyways, rant over. Let's hit some questions, because I'm sure a bunch of them came through during that long-winded rant of mine. Eric and Minnie. Would be awesome to see a factory tour or follow a pair of jeans through the production process, something similar to what Nick's Boots has done on their channel. I have a video, because in Canada there was a show called Style Factory, and it was basically how it's made. You ever watched that show, How It's Made? And they did a thing on our factory. Now, I don't know if that show exists anymore, but it used to play on television, so you could see start to finish our factory, how the jeans are made. I have the clip from our episode. I just don't know if I can put it on YouTube without getting in trouble.
But we can make our own version of it too.
Yeah,
that might be fun.
Yeah, it might be fun, but they did it really well. Like, they're super.
Professional.
I'm gonna see if we can. Maybe I can just upload it and no one's gonna know. I'll see.
If the show doesn't exist, who's gonna like?
Yeah, but somebody owns the.
Okay.
Right.
Well, you'll see.
We'll see. But yeah, like it used to be on TV, so I'll try to put it up on the website. Okay. M-Sway, essentially the problem is that we have de-skilled our own countries, and that's a big weight to carry. No question about it. I was watching an interview the other day, and the person who was talking about was basically talking about that, like, back in the day, you could graduate high school with like electrician, being a plumber, like you would be trained to do all those things. In my high school, we used to have auto shop. Like, they would get a car, and the kids, like, who joined shop class would learn how to fix a car. I was in shop, so I learned how to cut wood and metal. I didn't
must still do that.
I don't think by the end of my high school they had got rid of shop class. Yeah, and in junior high we used to do it too, but I don't think they do that so much anymore.
I mean, it's the thing about like sewing factories and stuff like that. It's just like, you can't automate everything. That's just not the future of sewing factories. The future is this. It's still people operating. Like, there's going to be like a lot of automated machines, but
you just need to know how to operate those machines.
Right. Yeah. So getting that skill like slip through our fingers it was very bad.
Yeah. Very bad. Yeah.
And it's like that's the same thing coming in Japan too. Like, we always talk about like whenever we do like production in Japan, like their concern is that like all these factories, they're just not, they're not gonna survive. And in Japan, there's like a ton of like small factories still, but it's just they always say like, we can't find anybody to hire. It's everybody's getting too old. Yeah. It's the same thing in
it's the same thing everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, look, it's our goal to keep the trades alive, to keep these talents and skills alive. And look, they will, it'll just become, like right now we're living in the golden era. This is the golden era of raw denim, right? There's the most of it. It's the best quality. It's the best price. And then
probably like 8 years ago.
No, I still think we're in this bubble because into the future when the mills have, look, that's going to happen. Look, it's already happening. Some of the mills they're moving their production to other countries, right? They still have production in Japan, but some of their production is moving elsewhere. Some of the mills have moved their production completely out of Japan, and it'll happen. But it's up to brands like us to keep whatever amount of production that can stay here alive. They're going to have to pay their employees a lot more. Prices are going to go up. Look, we're going to fight it as much as we can, do whatever we can at the most, but that's just the way of the world, unless we can convince more and more people that, so like learning these crafts are valuable again. A lot of people look at this kind of work and they don't think that it's valuable, but if you can make a shirt, or if you can make a pair of jeans, or if you can sew, if you can stitch, if you can chain stitch, those are skills that you can never be taken away from you. We traded that in for stuff that is very easily being automated away from us. The cash registers, the kiosk, type jobs where.
Well, like even coding, like who needs coding now? Like, like there are, like obviously there needs to be some amount of coders to create new things, but like for average people, it doesn't really help because like these like setups are already made. So I mean, not to again, like everybody has this place in the world.
Learn to code.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's look. Anyways, rant over. Rant over. Okay.
How do we get back to ranting?
I love ranting. I went to a technical college, prep, high school. We had academics and shops. Brand markets worldwide. This issue. Zach says, "Don't you mean the 1890s were the golden era? Not of denim, not of denim. There's if you were left." Look, if you can go back in time and get a pair of jeans from the 1890s, bring it today and brand new raw and sell it for gajillion dollars, great. But if you had a choice of wearing the fabrics that were made today versus the fabrics that were made back then, I'm going to go with the fabrics that are made today.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to choose every single thing over 1890s. Like,
pretty much.
Any aspects of life.
Yeah. You want today. Today's the best time. Okay. Some people asking about Nightmare on Elm Street. I said that is going to be released in February, so stay tuned for announcements on that. And chances of an Indigo Akuma MIJ. No chance of that. Yeah, no chance. Unless we get another Street Fighter collab, which could happen. I don't know. But the chances of that are very slim. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say very, very slim. BD, the 2 new rainbow jeans videos out this week. Awesome. Have the rainbows been selling well today? The rainbow cores have been selling very well today. Oh yeah, maybe I should mention that. If the 2 videos this week weren't enough, I'll do a little segue into the rainbow core. The rainbow core denim came out today in the men's fits, women's fits denim jacket. It's the colored core denim that everyone has been asking for a long time. So, anyways, they're available now. I haven't even checked the website. Let me check it right now, see how we're doing. I did see that sales were good, but
I mean,
there are some sizes sold out already.
The smaller sizes and the bigger sizes, usually we don't have that many per.
The big sizes especially, so if you're like 38, 40, 42, those tend to go pretty fast, and there's 40, 42, definitely not as much as 38, but yeah, if you're in that size range, you want to get it. 27s almost, I don't make them anymore, but the 28s, 29s are also less of those, so if you're in that range, get them, yeah. But yeah, anyways, Rainbow Core, very, very successful, and if you like that kind of denim, you definitely want to get the Rainbow Cores. And if you want to learn more about them, we did 2 videos this week. We did one where Risa and I went over all the details. We talked about them, our thoughts, comments, that kind of stuff. So that was in the new Rainbow Core denim, basically, overview video. And then we did a fade review on the Rainbow Core denim. And that was on a previous one worn by one of our fans out there. They traded them in, for our trade-in program. And yeah, we featured them in on that video. I'm losing my ability to speak English. So check that out. A lot of good content there if you like faded rainbow colored jeans. Also, another segue, beautiful segue. Don't forget to hit the like button, everybody. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Those likes help other people, raw denim lovers, find this channel. So you definitely want to hit that like button. Helps us out, helps us become more discoverable, and helps to grow this little raw denim community that we've got going. All right, so I'll leave it at that. I'll do one more at the end, but hit the like button now. Okay, Venomous Teddy, need more fade videos. They're so satisfying. Coming soon. So in February, there are fewer releases. So what's going to happen, there's going to be Nightmare on Elm Street, and then we've got the Blue Bird Selvage. So probably in next week's email, I'll announce the releases for February. So the Blue Bird Selvage will be coming out at the end of February. We got the Nightmare on Elm Street also. So 2 major releases. That's going to give me some time, because usually we have like 4, depends how many weeks there are in a month, but usually there's at least 4 releases per month, which means a lot of content that I need to create. But we'll have more time for Fade Review. So expect some more Fade Review videos in February. Likely it's going to be my left-hand Twills. I'm going to showcase those. And my solid black selvage, the one that I'm wearing right now, because I want to another segue, into Indigo Invitational, because, I'll highlight my jeans that I wore for Indigo Invitational, my solid black selvage. Risa, we'll talk about your, you did the classic in the Indigo selvage.
I didn't do a good job.
She did okay. She did okay. But we'll talk about that. And look, not every fade is going to be the most high contrast, exaggerated fade. We could talk about, sometimes it takes time to get, oftentimes it takes time to get to that level, but even though you're not there, even after a year, it doesn't mean to give up. So we can show that off as well. But yeah, Indigo Invitational 3 is coming up. It starts in March. Right? Yeah, you have to register by the end of March, and then I think it starts early April, something like that. I'll check out.
I thought it was March 1st start or something. I don't know.
I'll check out the website. We'll figure it out. Yeah, somebody here will know. But I'll put some more. I'll look it up. I'll put it in the emails. I know that some people are they're waiting for certain jeans to come out before the Invitational. I am still waiting on a production schedule. I know a lot of people waiting on that Elephant XS. I'm presuming it will be ready before the end of March. Yeah, let me just wait for my my confirmation on that. Pretty How writes it's April. So yeah. Van Deen, tell us more about the Invitational. So the Indigo Invitational is a raw denim fading contest. It's a contest, but I think it's more about just encouraging, as a group, for all of us to wear a pair of jeans, fade a pair of jeans, show our fades off. We all love this kind of stuff. We love looking at faded raw jeans. So the more of that, the better. And it's it's a global contest, so people from all around the world join in together. We all pick a pair of jeans. We all start wearing them at the same time, and we update each other. You know, you upload your updated images every single month to the website. They share the photos. You can follow the hashtags on Instagram. So it's a great community-driven raw denim contest. There's some prizes at the end too. You know, if you I don't know what the categories are for the winning, but the judges will figure it out. That's not for me to figure out. We're providing some prizes for the contest. There's a bunch of other brands and retailers also taking part. So again, everyone's getting together to support this contest. Last year, we were the #1 brand participating in the Indigo Invitational. We're going to do that again. So I hope you guys are in for it for another year. So we'll talk about it some more as the weeks come, get closer. Some great options that you can consider for the Indigo Invitational. I went with something crazy. I went with, not indigo. I guess it wasn't that crazy, but it was not indigo. It was a solid black selvage. I know that we're going to have a lot of rainbow core. I can imagine there's going to be some amount of rainbow core options. Cool, it's going to be so cool because what's neat about it, last year at the end, what we had a lot of was heavyweight denims, high contrast. And clearly, I think the judges had some kind of, that's what they like to see, so that's what they picked. But it'll be cool to see because you can definitely take a rainbow core from raw to like super faded in 1 year. That's a fast fading jean. And we can see if we can get some rainbow cores in that top. Like, there's no way they can deny it, right? But it depends, because sometimes the judges, they might be too,
set in
their ways, right? They like seeing a certain thing.
But I mean, either way, like even if they don't get into top 5 or 10 or whatever, but like we all can see like they post the progress on certain people, like it's kind of
it'll be fun to see.
We all get to see.
Okay. Pedro Cortez, I'm wearing the toxic. I'm waiting for the toxic elephant. Wink, wink, Bezad. Wink, wink. A heavyweight Frankenstein, denim. That could happen one day. Sorry, I'm adjusting the contrast here little by little. So I hope just as the light changes in this room. Or wait, hold on. Let me just hit that auto button.
That's probably
okay. That's probably okay. Yeah. Carl Morawski is in the house. Welcome, Carl. Hey, guys, rocking my vintage flannel work shirt right now. I live in this thing. Well, thank you very much. It's a very, very comfortable work shirt. And for those of you who don't know Carl, he's got a great YouTube channel here. He covers all the best, menswear stuff. Not just menswear, but like, boots and EDC. And you did a great flashlight video the other day. Go and follow him. He's got a great channel. A better channel than ours. But we got a good live stream. His videos are very well produced. He's a pro. He's a pro. Very talented. He's senpai. He's senpai. Rainbow core is gonna come out swinging. I hope so. I want to see some rainbow cores make it into the finals, just because they're so beautifully faded they can't deny it. Like that's what I love when if you can break the system a little bit where it's like, ooh, can't deny that. Like that is so out of the box, but it's so cool that I can't say no.
Yeah. We'll see.
All right. Do you have any new teases you can show us, Bezad? Absolutely, I do. You just got to stick around because we got some more samples back there. We're going to show off a couple more things in just a few minutes. We're just going through all the questions here. It's a very exciting chat today. Okay. Joy D, LHT restock, LHT left hand twill. Restock anytime soon. Looking for the easy guy fit.
It's coming.
Yeah. It's one of those fabrics that got stuck in a container and we're just waiting for its delivery. It should have been in our warehouse. Just to give you perspective, it should have been in our warehouse back in December. Early December, and we've been waiting and waiting and waiting on that one, and that was probably delayed too. So it's just one of these things where it's the way of the world at the moment. Yeah, we're not the only ones, but it's the thing about it is like we stock a lot of fabric.
Like we stock a lot of fabric, and for us to run out of something and then get like especially on a core it's never happened that we've been out of a core product like the left-hand twill for this amount of time.
Yeah, well, it should have never happened.
Yeah,
but the world.
The world
Can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Woot, you two are the best. You guys are the best. I'm never gonna take. You guys are better. You guys are the best. Okay. No Saints. What is the chat's hardest fading Naked Famous jeans anniversary denim for me? The hardest fading. A slow. If you want a long slow fade, the Indigo Selvage. It fades really well. I've seen very, very beautiful faded pairs of Indigo Selvage, but that is that denim takes a while to break in. Okay, Rune, can't wait for the red chorus to come back doing them for the Invitational next year. Yes, we have my God, my words, I'm losing them. The gradient core. The gradient core coming for fall winter 22, the red gradient core. Okay, I'm gonna scroll up a little bit, see if we missed anything. BD, I like to celebrate Naked and Famous Denim Day every day. My denim tributes daily. Well, thank you very much, sir. We do too. I need to start wearing my jeans playing ice hockey. Brandon plays Brandon plays ice hockey in his jeans all the time. Black groovy guy jean coming. I gotta. It's gonna be probably before the summer. So watch out for that. Would you do your own Naked and Famous contest? Van Deen asks. I would if I had more time. I like the Indigo Invitational because I don't have to run it.
Yeah.
God bless those guys who take care of the contest. But we are so limited in terms of time that running a contest, it seems like it would be not so difficult. But, when you've got hundreds of people who are going to enter it, and then the questions that are going to come through, and making sure everyone's sending in their photos and their updates and posting.
But what if we did something where, you don't have to have, a monthly submission to just, okay, you do it. We'll see you in 1 year.
You got it. You got it. But you're not wrong. Yeah. It's just the time. It's just a matter of time. We need another employee or 2 or 3. If you're in Montreal area, if you're in the Montreal area, let us know. We're or want to be in the Montreal area and can work in Montreal. I do get sometimes because we put out these we're looking for employees posts, and then it's someone from Indonesia or whatever. And hey, if you have a Canadian work visa or citizenship or whatever residency, sure. But otherwise it's not something we can accommodate. Anyhow. If you're in Montreal, if you're Canadian, or can be a Canadian resident, let us know. Regina writes, Buena, running contest is pretty time intensive. Oh yeah. Okay, let's do a couple of previews. I'm happy to see the frequent sharing of fans by Naked and Famous Denim HQ. No contest needed. We all count equally. Yeah, well, the Indigo Invitational will be, we sponsor it, so we're not running it, but we're participating in it. So if you want a fading contest, that's the one to join for sure. Okay, let's do preview time because we have fall winter 22. Too many seasons. Fall winter 22 collection behind us. Let's show off the new zip chore coat.
Ooh.
Yeah. The camera's about to go low res for preview time. I hope not. I think it'll be okay. I'm going to turn off the auto exposure because I think that kind of messes things up sometimes. And let's bring that up a bit. So this is the new zip chore coat.
I should try it on.
I'm going to try it on. Just for production, the zipper is going to go up. Sorry, there's a couple of changes that need to happen here. So we're taking the classic chore coat that we did. We're making a zip version. So new fit. It has these welt pockets on the side. It'll be, you can wear it like a chore coat, right? Mm-hmm. Got the welt pockets, and then you've got that zip closure. So it's more like a ranch jacket kind of thing. I'm a big fan of this fit. We're gonna do a couple of adjustments to it just for production, but it's super solidly built, triple stitched everywhere, basically, for super durable, super durability. Hope that, sorry, camera you can just see the top of my body. So this is the new zip chore coat coming in the fall. Zipper is gonna be a little bit higher, 2 welt pockets on the side, nice and clean. This is in the left-hand twill. We're also going to do this in, thank you, the blanket lined. So I think we showed this off in the denim form, jeans form last week.
I do not remember anything.
Yeah, I don't remember. So
My
this
memory
is
horrible.
just the new one, and you've got that nice blanket lining on the inside. So, yeah, this is the new zip chore coat. We haven't done a zip jacket in a while. So,
yeah, and we haven't done blanket lined in a while.
yeah. So that's a new preview. Here, I'll continue to wear this for a bit. Kenny Ingram, the left-hand twill fabric softens up so nicely with wear. Yes, it does. I'm a big fan of the left-hand twill fabric. I mean, it's definitely my most worn-in Naked and Famous denim jean. I will do a fade next month. I promise the fade review on my left-hand twills. Pedro Cortez. Oh, I'm liking that. Well, I'm glad that you're liking that. The second one looks like canvas, or is that denim? This one is denim. It's a double weave denim, so it's warp weft on, and then it's bound together, woven simultaneously with this blanket lining. So it's warp weft. So if you break through this fabric, you will actually see the rainbow coming through on, not the rainbow. I saw somebody's comment. You'll see the blanket coming through there. Rune, is Risa wearing the rainbow cores?
Nope. I'm wearing left-hand 12.
She's wearing left-hand 12. What do you guys do with your samples? They we send them back to Canada. Sometimes, so they end up in a couple places. So we have the archive. So we'll keep certain things for the archive. Some products just get put in repackaged and then they're sold because they're, I mean,
exactly the same as production.
Yeah. They so long as there's no changes, then they get sold. I mean, this is as far as they get used, basically. King Grems? King Grems. Welcome. King Germs? I didn't see the last part. King Germs, Grems, whatever it is, welcome to the Naked and Famous Denim family. Thanks so much for subscribing to the channel. But yeah, or sometimes they end up in like mystery items. So they
mystery. If there was like change, like
a button change.
Yeah, or stitch and color change or whatever, then we put it in the mystery.
Yeah.
So.
Can you put that jacket inside out, like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? You can. In fact, you can do that to any jacket, but it's not designed to be a reversible jacket. Right. But if you were so inclined, you can do whatever you want. You can wear it as a skirt. I don't care. Can you put that jacket inside out? Yeah. Any advice on someone who is hesitant about getting into raw denim? It depends on what their hesitancy is. If it's a comfort issue, then I would recommend maybe a stretch jean, like the stretch selvage, something that's going to break in pretty quickly. If they're worried about their jeans fading over things, their hands getting blue and that kind of stuff.
Or if you have white couch at
home. Yeah, then I would say wash your jeans first. You can just throw them in the wash, and that'll get rid of a lot of the loose indigo on top. And then they'll kind of fade like any other blue jeans would. Maybe after a couple washes before you want to get on that white couch. But I don't find too many people with white couches. I know they exist. But I've never been in.
Yeah, I mean, none of our friends have white couches.
If you're on a gray couch, like we had a gray couch in our old place, and we never had any issues. We wore jeans all the time. So, I'm not too worried about that. Okay. Just started the previews, Van Deen. Okay, let's check out a couple more items. Got couple more fabrics. Oh, these just came in. You know, Carl's in the house, and he was talking about our cozy work shirts. Ooh-wee. Check these out.
Yeah, these are great.
Three are...
These are heavyweight.
Twisted yarn.
Very cozy.
Very cozy. I'll hold them from back so you can get a better look at them. So yeah, we've got these 3 new brushed heavyweight work shirts coming in, and check out that cross back detailing that we have. So this is going to be coming out on all the new production of work shirts. So we've got that cross detail on the back, and of course, still made in Canada. Made in Canada, our Made in Canada shirts. Very proud to be made in Canada. And we have our new labels. For anybody who missed last week, we've got the new Naked Famous Denim shirt labels here. And just because I want to show it off again, we got the Coca-Cola Deliveryman uniform shirt. This is a vintage reproduction fabric. It's got this, it's the salmon and like green pinstripe. Oh.
He's very excited.
I'm very excited for this shirt. Get over my hood. Maybe I'll wear that for the rest of the stream. We're a little
Very
too bright in here. Sorry, too much brightness. The sun is coming up in Japan. Ah. Is that better? A little bit. Maybe, yeah, it was gloomy. Now the sun's coming out. Sorry, guys. I know this isn't the most ideal stream setup, but content's what matters, right? Content's what matters. I need that uniform shirt. Yeah, this shirt is going to be awesome. I'm going to get Risa to embroider my name on top so I look like the delivery man. But this fabric is really, really nice. You can get a closer look at it there. Hopefully you can see it nicely, but the light is not perfect.
Oh, that's worse.
It's worse.
Well,
you get
we're
the
gonna
idea.
have a better quality video soon.
Yeah. So this, and then it also comes in the matching work pant, so you can go full on uniform if you like. Vitaly, yeah, I'm getting that shirt. Pedro Cortez digging the new labels. Gonna have to keep that one. Philip F. Oh yeah, this is staying with me. Can I buy a Type 3 jacket without sleeves? Sure. Make the request on Tati and Yoko. We'll cut those sleeves off for you. We'll just cut them off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do that yourself.
Yeah, you can do it yourself also. But yeah, better look at that logo. Without the light, hold on. Try to, nope, not that direction. Sorry. There we go. You can see it there.
See it better?
Yeah, hopefully, yeah, you can see it.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, you guys got it. We'll have some better photos soon. But yeah, sorry. The light around this time, always the lighting gets a little bit funny. You should get matching delivery cap with Coca-Cola on there too. Complete the look.
I mean, you can't go out like that. Though.
I can go out like that.
What are you, like a cosplayer?
Cosplayer. Coca-Cola. You know, I love Coca-Cola. I love cola.
I know you do.
I can't drink too much of it anymore, but yeah. Man, a good cold Coke on a nice hot day. It's a good feeling. Okay, let's take a look at some jeans. Does this mean you may be making new leather patch designs for the jeans as well? Ray, Tattooed Boy, was in here earlier. He's, we're working on some new leather patches, guys. Okay, let's take a look at some jeans. So, oh, we just got these. So we got the sample. Last week we were looking at the fabric, but now we got the sample. There we go. Of the new elephant denim, the Grandrelle elephant. So we take a look on the inside. Now you can see what that cuff is all about, what the inside yarn is all about. So this is a twisted yarn, white and black. So you can see here, It looks like, the fuzzy screen from your TV, no signal. Hopefully you can see it. But basically what it makes the denim look like is like half indigo by black, half indigo by white. So you've got these portions that are really, really dark and like blacked out. And then you've got the, parts where you can see the white coming through the twill lines. Plus it's the Elephant 5 construction, so it's super slubby. So it's got a lot of things going on. It's the crazy new Elephant the Elephant 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Elephant 11.
The Grandrelle.
The Grandrelle. We got a new subscriber, Phil Thomas. Welcome to the family. Thanks so much for subscribing to the channel. Everybody, welcome. Phil to the Naked Famous Denim live stream.
Yeah.
Family world. Okay, is it 100% cotton? If so, I'm sold. 100% cotton. And then we will follow it up with the Elephant 11S stretch version for spring summer 23. So the 100% cotton in the fall, stretch in the spring. Looks better than last week. The video settings you changed make it look a lot better. All right, well, I'm glad. I just got to figure out the light settings for this. We're in our living room, and we don't really have walls. It's all glass, pretty much. And we've got these shutters here. Hard to control the light in this place. But yeah. Pedro Cortez, holy crap. New elephant denim already? Yeah, new elephant denim every fall.
New elephant denim every season now with the stretch.
Yeah, with the stretch. So hopefully you can see that nicely. I know the light is a little bit annoying, but c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Maybe over here? I don't know. Okay, anyways. You guys can figure that out. Okay, there is another denim. I don't remember what I showed last week, what I didn't show last week.
I think we showed the Japan
Heritage.
Heritage.
We showed the Japan Heritage.
We showed Hiba.
Yep. We showed the
Somebody here, wait. How Ha asks, will there be a jacket made for Hiba wood and multicolor? Because we're Japan Heritage.
Japan Heritage, yes. The Hiba, I'm planning on it. I'll probably do it.
Okay, well, we have to add to that.
Yeah, we have to add to that. It's not on the plans yet, but we will add to it. Okay. Those are the work pants for the Coca-Cola reproduction fabric.
We do have a color, another color.
There's a gray and red.
Which is also kind of cool. It's more of a janitor vibe.
This is more like a workwear kind of vibe.
I like that.
Oh, the light is really nice right now.
Yeah.
Hold on.
The cloud came.
The cloud came. Let's show those Grandrelle elephants one more time real quick. So you can see it nicely right now. So that's coming very soon. Oh, the sun is coming back. I'm fighting against Mother Nature here. Elephant 11 stretch version, man, that's what I like to hear. Yeah, so there will always be the 100% cotton followed by the stretch. So that's the plan. Okay, we have...
Leonardo Rochat says, I'm going to have to buy you guys some blinds. No, we have blinds. That's why we have all these lines. We need curtains. Yeah. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, this one. This is a good fabric to show off.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is really cool. Okay, so everybody knows the left-hand twill, right? One of our best-selling jeans. We've had it in the collection forever. So we wanted to think about, different ways that we can approach the left-hand twill. We did the midnight edition, and so we thought next, what if we did it in a different construction, right? Let's take that left-hand twill warp and weft, and now we're going to do it in a broken twill. So it's the same fabric. Well, it's the same yarn, but in a different construction. So you can see just how different the denim looks just by the construction. And we'll be able to see just how differently this fabric will fade by the construction. You can see a lot more of that twill, that weft coming through on the front face of that fabric. Not so much of it here. It's certainly a lot darker. So I forget what I called it for production, but it's basically the left-hand twill warp and weft in the broken twill construction. We haven't done a broken twill denim in a while, like an indigo broken twill in a while. So I think it's a great way to introduce people into broken twill. And so there you have it. It's the left-hand twill denim in broken twill, a great basic dark indigo that you're going to be able to get in a broken twill construction. Brendan R. I guess they're talking about the Grandrelle. It's not broken twill. It's twisted on the weft, black and white. Yeah, it kind of looks broken twill because of the twisted yarn on that Elephant 11, but this is a broken twill in our left-hand twill yarn. Or our left-hand twill warp and weft, the yarns that we use to make our left-hand twill, available in a broken twill now. So it'll be... I'm looking forward to seeing the fade comparisons here. It's going to be really cool.
Even just the you know, at the rose stage, the blue looks very different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Very fun to compare these two.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Gary Rainey Jr. asks, can the classic fit be good for guys in bigger sizes? Yes. We had some people wearing classic, some guys wearing classic, and we had a couple pictures, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a good fit. It's high rise, so there's definitely, like, room for stuff in the crotch. And then it's, like... It is a wider leg, so it's a good straight leg jean. But we are coming out with True Guy, which is men's straight leg jeans. So those would come in whole range of men's sizing. So that's a good option. That's down the line. But yeah, if we can find the size that fits, the sizing will be a little bit different. So you have to definitely look at the measurements carefully. But yeah, I've seen some guys wearing classic very well.
So I want to show one more, which is kind of it's an error in the sample. Basically, we ordered it one way and then they delivered it incorrectly.
Right.
But just to give you guys an idea, so this is a natural Japanese, they call it a Catechu dye, and it's made from the bark of a tree. I forget what variety of tree it is, but
Is it bark?
Yeah, it's the outside.
Oh, okay.
I think, anyway, you'll
I'll double check.
Double check that. So this is the denim, but they forgot to put the dyed weft on the inside. So, yeah, it doesn't quite look right, but it'll be like a nice slubby, short slub denim. Not particularly, textured on the outside, actually. It's actually pretty smooth, but with a, you can kind of see the highlights in the fabric here. But it'll have this color weft on the inside. So that's the Catechu dye. Hopefully we can get a proper sample of this made soon. But they sent the wrong fabric.
Yeah, Catechu dye is made from acacia.
Acacia.
Yeah, and then I guess they boiled the wood. It does say boil the wood. I'm not sure which part of the wood. Maybe the whole thing. And just extracted that.
Oh right. Yeah, they boil the wood until it's all the moisture is gone, and I guess whatever's left, they use that to make the dye. Reminds me of the Huntsman. It's a similar range, but I think this is more of like a greenish earth tone. The Huntsman were a little bit more, they had a little bit more yellow in there. This is kind of a yellowy green, I would say. Anyways, we'll have some better photos soon, but this is, yeah, this one's not quite right yet. Not quite right yet. Sometimes I wish I had more legs so I could fade more jeans. You're not the only one. That's what denim jackets are for. That's what jean jackets are for. Or you can wear two jeans at the same time, like Swiss Jeans Freak. Rudy. Any updates on JoJo? The only update I can give you this week on JoJo is that everything was submitted, and it is in the submittal approval process.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll hear back from them soon. I suspect that we will have some good, positive feedback on that. I don't think anything will get denied. We will find out. And as soon as we are approved on that, then I can show you a little bit more. I just can't show what hasn't been approved. So once I get that, then we'll get to the next step on the JoJo creation process. Is it like oak bark tanning for leather?
I think they use that for tanning as well.
Okay.
That Catechu dye. But, yeah.
Yeah, tree bark dye, a cool natural idea. We love our natural dyes, so we're always going to try. You know, somebody asked if we're going to do another persimmon dye. I think eventually, but, you know, persimmon dyes, like kakishibu dye, like we like it.
Yeah.
But it's been done, right?
A lot of times.
Yeah, it seems to be like a go-to for a lot when they want to do something in the earth tone world, which is fine. I think it creates a very, very nice fabric. But if we can explore and expand a little bit more, I think that's a lot more exciting. Yeah, that's why we went with something like this. It's always, you know, when you find a new dye, we always kind of want to try it out. So that is the yarn for the Catechu right here. Yeah. Any other cool collaborations on the horizons? Well, JoJo's is the one we're working on right now, so that's the cool one on the horizon. Yeah. What's the weight of the broken left hand twill? I think I'll have to double check if it's any different, but it's in the 13 to 14 ounce range. Kenny Ingram, speaking of collaborations, can you talk about the collaboration with John from Denali? I can speak that one exists with our good friend John at Denali, John Jacob. That is his real name, John Jacob. He's not Jingleheimer Schmidt, but he is John Jacob at Denali. He's one of the, you know what? If you've ever been to Denali, you'll know him as one of the greatest denim salespeople in the country, if not the world. He is fantastic guy. He will certainly fit you for a pair of jeans properly, and you will remember him, no question about it. He's a denim lover through and through. He's a big supporter and fan of Naked Famous Denim, and you know, he's very particular about the things that he likes and that he wants. And so together with John, we created a jean for Denali, for John. It's the John jean, basically. Exactly what he would want in a pair of jeans. We created it for him. I don't know if they put out too much information about that yet, so I'm going to let them make the announcements, and then we will follow up with some more information on that. Kenny Ingram, we love John and Aubrey in Winnipeg. Absolutely. You know, we've spent so much time with the Denali crew, John and everybody. John, Aubrey, like, we love, one of our traditions when we travel, we always have a dinner with Over the Rainbow, the folks in Toronto at Over the Rainbow. We always have a dinner with the Denali team. We've had so many wonderful meals with them over the years. I mean, it's one of the things about these lockdowns, these shutdowns, is these, you know, global crisis we're in, is that we don't get to.
Yeah.
It's such a tradition for us to have these meals and this time that we spend with them, and I really miss it. I really miss it, and I'm looking forward to seeing them again, going to Vegas with them. You know, we see them in Vegas, we see them in New York. Like we're always, it's always a good time. So
even like, you know, just even the people who don't necessarily always have dinners with, and it's just like, you know, it's nice to see them every 6 months.
Yeah.
Just catch up really quick, but like, you know, just, you know, it's that's the whole point of trade shows. It's not really like, I mean, it's nice to show samples in person, obviously, but, you know, it's just like seeing those people and, you know, talking about whatever. It's just, that's the part that,
because we'll see folks at a trade show, and, you know, we'll have our 30 minutes, an hour, whatever time that we spend with them, and like we don't have that anymore. And, you know, now, you know, like we do a lot of this virtually now, and it's just not the same. You know, you don't get that same in person. You know, you don't get that hug, that handshake. I would say that the one thing about, you know, the Naked Famous Denim retail partners, like we're very close with many of them, right? I'd say we've established pretty nice relationships.
And a lot of them we've been working for years and years.
Yeah.
So.
Jay at Blue Owl, Tommy at James Dance. So it's a big family. And even when we have like in one way retailers are competitors with one another, but in another way, like nobody ever feels that way. Sometimes we'll have a multi dinner with all these different stores together, sitting together, talking about business and jeans and the world.
Yeah, in a way, they have way more common than we do.
Yeah.
But so going back to the left-hand twill, broken twill version of it, we called it the offshoot broken twill selvage. So the offshoot of the left-hand twill turned into broken twill. It is 13.75 ounce, just like left-hand twill.
Yeah. Okay. So I hope hopefully you stuck around for that answer. I forget who asked that question. Okay. Ricardo Bonner asked that question. So there you have it. Okay. James Dent collab in 2022. Probably. We're working on something. I shouldn't spill the beans so much.
No.
Anyways.
Don't promise.
I'm not promising anything. Shane Delahanty, I wonder if Michael from the Iron Stand will do another Naked and Famous video in the coming weeks. You'll have to ask Michael. I was talking to him last night, but nothing about a video. I'm giving away stuff. I'm just telling everybody all the secrets. There's no secret there. There's nothing in the works. But I'm sure at some point he'll decide to cover something. Carla Montoya, did you hear they are bringing the Kenny versus Spenny show back, or are in talks to do so? I saw an article. I don't know. We'll see. I saw an article, but we'll see.
You're also not gonna like it as much as.
Oh yes, I will. Those two together are not like.
Did you like that? Like whatever pandemic?
It was fine. Like it wasn't the Kenny versus Spenny show, right? That was Paldemic. That was different. It wasn't Kenny versus Spenny. But like, if you watch any other stuff, this is a completely off topic. Just talking about my favorite show. Triumph for the Will was great. Kenny had his podcast. I listened to that. That was fine. And then Spenny had forget what it was called. Spenny had a couple of different shows actually, and there was a documentary series that he made.
Like a serious one?
It was semi-serious. It was like about following this adult film producer, and it was like one season. It was actually there was Single White Spenny. There was Confessions of a Porn Addict, but he also had this documentary series. It was actually pretty good. I watched it. I thought it was pretty good. A lot of drama and stuff going on in that, but. There's only like 7 episodes or something like that. Anyways, side topic. Love me some Kenny versus Spenny. Okay, we're approaching that time in the show. Phil, Thomas, I gotta go to the NYC store soon. Well, we hope you do. We gotta go to the NYC store soon. I have a whole stack of Blu-rays in the New York City store that's been sitting there for 2 years. There's because sometimes I can't ship stuff to Japan or Canada or whatever, so I have to buy it in the States, and then I ship it to New York because I always, in the past, we always go to New York, and at the start of the pandemic, and during the pandemic, I was sending a bunch of stuff to New York because I'm like, I'm gonna go there soon anyways. It's only this is all gonna end in a couple of weeks. By the spring it'll be fine. Dude, there's a whole stack of movies just sitting there waiting for me. I don't even know what I bought anymore. It's going to be like Christmas when I get there. But we got to go to the New York City store soon, too. We're dying to go. Let's have a stream meetup at Naked Famous New York after the pandemic. Absolutely. I'd love to do that. And when we can go back to New York, we'll have an in-store meet and greet event. It'll be a great time for anybody who's in the New York City area or who can be out there. It'll be great to see you, shake your hand, give you a hug, and see you in person. I miss all this stuff. Okay. Abel S., any symbol of the Nightmare on Elm Street? I'll show that, and then we're going to get into snack time. So we've got the Nightmare on Elm Street denim. So you can check it out here. Indigo by Red Weft. So it's a red weft interior, but there's also a paint coating going on, so we can get that classic Freddy, sweatshirt interior. And what's neat about this is that because it's red weft and not a striped, this is coated, this is weft. So when you look at the outside of the denim, you don't get stripes. You don't see stripes. You see only red weft. So it looks like a typical red weft jean, but when you flip up the cuff, you get that classic Freddy look on the inside.
This is what we want it to be like. Really, like we shouldn't do the stripy weft because it's just gonna be too much.
Right. We want it to be very wearable at the same time. And then you've got the full color printed leather patch. You've got the scratch embroidery here on the back pocket, and then the pocket bags are really cool. Like we did for the Friday the 13th jeans, that scene, but here we've got this like really cool, scarred out Freddy, basically his skin on the pocket bags. I think it looks really gruesome.
That's gross if you say it like that.
Yeah, it's his burnt skin. He was torched. So that's coming very, very soon. So if you're into horror like I am, if you're a fan of Nightmare on Elm Street and horror movies in general, you're gonna love these jeans. They're a little late to the party, we know, but
it just seems like a long time ago that we designed this.
Yeah. Abel S writes, killing it, literally. I wish we could have like a watch party for some of these movies. I don't know how we could arrange that. I think you can do that on Netflix or something. I don't know if this movie is even on Netflix.
But how does the watch party work?
I don't know. I've only heard the term watch party. Not really sure how that works. Spawn was also crispy skinned like that. Yes, he was. I would love to do a Spawn jean. I think Spawn would be kind of fun to do. But yeah. Okay, we're going to get into snack time. We got something interesting. So
it's a caramucho, which is like a very popular snack here. It's like what do you call it?
Shoestring potatoes. In North America, we have a bag of chips, or they're called hickory sticks. I don't know if you guys have ever had those before. It's the same basic chip, right?
Yeah. But with like a spicy kind of, not too spicy, but like a slightly spicy. I would like it's like a lead chili with garlicky kind of flavor. But this one came with these two
flavor packs.
Pouches. One is a salsa flavor, spice, and this one is an Indian curry flavor.
Oh, really?
Spice. So we can put these powders and then enjoy two flavors. So we should
we put them both at the same time or
no, that's gross.
That's too much. That's neat, actually. So, you know what this reminds me of? At McDonald's here, they have something called shaka chicken. And basically it's like a chicken cutlet, and it comes in like a paper pouch, and then you get like a flavor, and then you put it in, and then you shake it up yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
This is like an old idea. When I was a kid, there was there's still a fast food chain called First Kitchen. And First Kitchen first did like shaka potatoes, or it's like it's French fries, and it comes with like these kind of things, and then they can just add flavor to it.
Right.
So yeah, it's a old school idea, but.
Yeah. Gary Rainey Jr. writes, Spawn toys and comics were everything to me in my younger days. Led me to subscribe to Wizards magazine. Forever a fan. Dude, I have a whole ton of Spawn toys in my closet. Tons. I used to subscribe. I didn't subscribe to Wizard magazine, but I used to buy them every now and then.
Is it what it sounds like? It's like about Wizard?
No. Wizard magazine was like the comic book magazine, and it had like the price guide at the back. So it was like Beckett. Beckett was like I don't know if they even make Beckett anymore, but Beckett magazine was for trading cards, baseball, hockey, whatever. And then at the back, they always had the price guide. So I was always looking in the back and thinking, oh my God, that card's worth $500 or $8 or whatever. My cards were worth nothing.
See, I was wondering if this is all like the same thing, or it comes with no flavor. It comes already with flavors.
Oh.
So with adding this, it will just be extra flavors, I think.
Right. Janet Rossi, is First Kitchen like Wendy's?
It is now owned by the same people, yeah. But it was independent before. It was just Japanese, so.
Rice 75, will you ever go to the UK for a retailer meet and greet? That would be cool, but I know it's a long way, so I understand you can't. I would love to.
Yeah, when we go to Paris, it's not that far.
Maybe at Stewart's London, that would be a great place to do that.
Okay, so let's try if this is the same caramuccio as regular one.
As regular. Okay.
It already has so much salt in this, like I don't know how.
You need a very salty experience here. So this is the salsa flavor. Potato stick fun dip, basically. Okay, I mean, this is like, it's just all salt and like ramen powder, basically. Don't want to spill that on my keyboard. Gotta be careful. So, we'll give that a little dusting here.
Oh, it's curry powder in this. Okay. Oh, I smell the pepper.
Oh yeah, you can really smell that. Shake it up here a bit. How does that taste?
It has the tanginess. Like it just added the tomatoey tanginess onto that.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's actually not, the spice is not salty, so it's not too much.
Yeah, it's a great salsa taste. We got the tomatoey taste to it, a little bit of tang to it as well.
Yeah, it definitely added the tang.
Yeah.
All this pepper powder in my nose.
Venomous Teddy. Kids in my school would basically do this with uncooked ramen noodles. I would do that when I was a kid.
Okay, let's try this Indian spice. It
Indian
smells
curry
like curry powder.
There's quite a lot of Indian curry snacks in this country.
Yeah, I mean, Japan loves curry.
Japan loves curry. Okay, mix it up here.
I don't know if you're mixing.
Oh, get a little a little bit of heat coming back.
Definitely made it curly.
Yeah.
Curry.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of find it a little wasteful to give you 2 packs because I feel like I would take this whole thing, dump it in the bag, shake it up. Yeah. Here, let's do that with the rest of the bag. I'm going to shake it up in here. What do you want, curry or this?
Either way.
Okay, let's go with that. So, the salsa. Yeah, this is great. But yeah, to give you 2, it just feels like one of them is going to go to waste.
I guess so. We can just, but like, it's the same bag that's available everywhere.
Oh,
so
right.
we can
so
just buy a new bag and then use this powder.
Yeah, they should do this with more products. Yeah, this is nice and mixed now.
Yeah. Yeah, I never understood people who eat ramen, like instant ramen noodles raw.
They're good.
It's like, no, it's too hard. Chicken ramen, on the other hand, it has the flavor already built in, and it's not that hard.
I don't think they know what that is.
Yeah, but the is it Nishin, like ones?
I forget.
The ones that you get in like prison and stuff.
Oh.
Those are too hard.
No, they're good. You're gonna try it. Okay. In V. I get a little confused with the size charts. I'm a 31, but always order 32 in Easy Guy. Some of the jeans say size 32. Jean is a waist size 34, and some say 35. Is it me? Nope. Look, from production lot to production lot, from fabric to fabric, there's always going to be variations in sizing. You know, the reason why it looks odd is because unless you're in like the raw denim world and nobody puts out their measurements, right? You know, if you buy a jean from another brand, a big brand, a mass market brand, a mall brand, or whatever it is, they have the same issue. It's not issue, but the same thing is happening. From one fit fabric production, you're gonna have a little bit of a size variation somewhere else. And Venomous Teddy right here writes vanity sizing. Yes and no.
No, but most importantly, the tag size and the waist size is not tag size. Tag size is like saying small, medium, large.
Yeah.
It might have came from the idea of waist, like inch measurements back in the days, but nowadays it's just like if you are like wearing size 32, the chances are the waistband that you're wearing is not
a
32
Yeah.
inch circumference.
Yeah.
It's just like like you should take those numbers like small, medium, large,
Yeah.
and then like you have to figure out where you fit in.
Yeah.
Because
Because not every small fits the same. Sometimes a small in one brand small is a loose fit, right? And another brand small is a slim fit, right? And that's the same way. Like with an easy guy, it's supposed to be a bigger fit. So our 31 is bigger, usually 2, sometimes 3 inches up from the tag size on purpose because we want that to be a larger fitting jean.
And it's more apparent in women's jeans, but like depending on the rise, like obviously different parts of your weight or body, it's gonna measure differently.
Yeah.
So if you are wearing lower rise jeans, you need more room in the waistband because you're wider down there. Or it's like if you're wearing high rise jeans, then you don't need as much space.
Yeah. So sizing is
it's very complicated.
It's a very complicated world because number one, there's no standard, right? And even if there was, how would you even determine a standard? Because where is your waist? This is a question I always throw back to people because some people, where's your waist? Is your waist your belly button? Is your waist above your belly button? Is your waist 2 inches below your belly button? Is your waist your hip? Below your hip? Above your hip?
Technically, waist is the smallest part of your body where you bend, like.
Yeah, but that hits people differently.
Exactly,
Right.
but that's technical waist,
Right.
and then it's different for each people. That's why when you're making a tailor-made jeans, that's one thing. But when you're buying already made, ready to wear, you have to figure out what you fall in.
Yeah. Wait, Kenny. Another question over here, Kenny Ingram. Another question is, where do you actually wear your jeans? Sounds easy, but some guys like to wear them low on their hips. Other guys like to crank them up high. That's exactly it. I always wear mine right on my hip. Like I don't sag them so much, but like my hip is right here. That's where my hip is. I'm wearing them down here. Like I always wear them a little bit low. Like if I'm not covering up, you can usually see my underwear on my butt crack. But like I don't wear them under my butt. Some people do, but I always wear them right here. Some people crank them up. They like to wear them high. Depends on the jean, but I always wear them low right here.
I always wonder people who wear jeans under their butt, how is it staying there?
Magic butt techniques. I don't know.
It's
amazing.
I never understand that.
I'm like, wow, your cheeks are out.
It's like there's only going down.
Yeah, they're holding up somehow. There's something going on there. Bayzad, what size are you wearing when you try on the jacket? Size medium. I'm pretty much a medium in everything. I'm like 5'8" and 163 pounds. I'm losing weight.
Oh.
I was 170. Anyways, I'm working my way down, guys. But yeah, I'm usually in the last 2 years, like between 160 and 170. So I wear a size medium pretty comfortably. Okay. They stay up through sheer force of will. Regina Bobuena, that's it. Maybe the front helps with holding up the back. Maybe. Concave buttocks. Yeah, it's look, man, however way you wear your jeans, you do you. Enjoy your jeans. I don't care. Wear jeans. That's all I care.
Yeah.
If you like jeans, wear jeans.
And also, I have to say that some people just expect jeans to fit you like a glove.
Yeah.
And that's not going to happen. You gotta accept that these are ready to made. It's not made for you. It's just made for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And you just kind of.
But they're also jeans, Yeah,
it's
not a suit.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be like a super, perfect fit.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah, be comfortable. The perfect fit for jeans is comfort. That's it. If you're comfortable wearing them, then you've got the right jeans on. Okay, I think we're going to leave it there. Good live stream, Risa.
Good live stream to you.
Good live stream, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. And if you haven't already, now is your last chance while it's live to hit the like button. Hit the like button, everybody. Let's get those likes up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. You can catch us again next Friday right here on YouTube for our, Friday live stream. 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll have more previews. We will have more snacks. We'll answer more of your questions. We'll go on some other crazy rants as well. Have a good weekend. Be nice to one another. Do something nice for somebody. And we will see you next time.
Yeah. Right. Have a nice weekend.
Have a nice weekend. Bye, everyone. Bye.